Hello, I'm Brenda North-Hearn and I'm going to show you how I made this globe cake. It's a 10-inch round sponge cake covered in buttercream with fondant flowers and some royal icing with lemon curd and vanilla buttercream and raspberry filling. At the end of the video, I'll show you Alexa receiving the cake. It was a surprise for her 18th birthday. Line a 10-inch dome cake pan with greaseproof paper, cutting on the curve. Spray oil so the sponge doesn't stick. I'm putting a wet tea towel around it to make sure it bakes flat and even. Spoon in the cake batter very gently until it's halfway up and tap out any bubbles. Bake for 80 minutes on 325. Line a flat 10-inch tin with greaseproof paper so it's easy to remove when baked and bake for 55 minutes on 325. Leave the mould to completely cool before assembling. Put on a cake base and push out the centre and put on a turntable. First goes on the buttercream and then pipe on the lemon curd on the first layer and then put jam on the second layer. Fill in the gaps with buttercream all along the outside and then crumb coat it entirely. Do the same to the other dome. After they have been refrigerated for 2 hours, pin the continent stencils on, ready for the ocean coat. Use a small spatula for this. This is going to be the top half of the globe. Then peel off the stencils. The next one will have the top cut off because this one will become the bottom half of the globe. So it doesn't need coating all the way up. Stipple the surface so it looks like waves all the way around. I cut the top off this one and then put them in the fridge overnight. Put the lower part over a dowelled base, ice it, put dowels in for strength and place the top half on. Make sure you cut the cake base smaller than the cake so it can be hidden in the icing. I had to reinsert the stick because the first one was too long. Africa and South America were pre-made and laid over tin foil dome to make the correct shape. I'm sticking them on with buttercream and filling in the edges with blue. The fondant flowers were made 3 days earlier. I always make more than I need because I don't truly know what it's going to look like until I'm creating it. All the buttercream was made fresh that morning and coloured, ready to be used so that I can fully focus on decorating and not on preparing stuff. Ice directly onto the globe, keeping the nozzle as tight as you can to the surface. Sink the flowers into the soft buttercream to help them stick. I put some colour into another bag with a fine tip to get the small areas and then fill in with the rest. Push the flowers right into the soft buttercream so that they don't fall out. I did the smaller countries freehand. There's Australia. Actually, Australia's not a small country, but you know what I mean. I'm making a collar for the base out of fondant. I took the flowers off the top because it detracted from the globe look. I ended by painting white food colouring on the water to make it look like waves. And now you can see Alexa on her 18th birthday receiving the cake.
Yay! almost good.
We have here, you know, Canada, or up there. Oh, there's Greenland and Iceland. And then here's the USA, and then California. Then we got Jamaica and those islands. And then over here is South America. And then over here is Africa. And the little island down there is Madagascar. And then this is Europe. There's Italy, the little boot. And then that is Sri Lanka. And then that's Japan. And then Indonesia and those islands. And then there's Australia. And then there's New Zealand.
And of course then they ate the cake. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.